Greetings to all melanated people all around the world. It's really a joy, it's a blessing. It's an honor to be out here in nature and greeting you, bringing nature in your home, especially around this time, this season, where everyone is going after Christmas and doing it in ignorance, not knowing that Jesus Christ is the man or woman in whom God awakes, and that it takes revelation to know that God is your own human imagination, which is the creator in man. That's the reason why I want to speak to you concerning only Peter recognized the Christ. And when I speak of Peter, most religious people think Peter is a man who existed thousands of years ago. But all of the disciples in the Bible represent disciplines, or the 12 disciplines of man, or the 12 powers of man. So Peter represents the art of hearing. So he's speaking about hearing. He's speaking about listening. And there's an inner voice that is always speaking to us, that wants us to listen. That's the reason why we refer to that inner voice as our intuition, which is our inside teacher. Now the story goes on to say that the Christ asks a question, and he said, "Who do men say that I am?" Now you need to know, first of all, that the name of God is I am from generation to generation, and it's your memorial. That's Exodus chapter 3. And you need to know also that the universal question of life is, who am I? So whenever the question comes to you to ask yourself, who am I? Whenever the answer comes back to you, it would be, I am that I am. I am whatever I believe myself to be. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So the question was asked, who do men say that I am? And it tells you that they said to him that some say you are Elijah, some say you are John the Baptist, resurrect, some say you are Moses, and so on. Then he turned to Peter, which is showing you that it's all personal. It's all an individual thing. That's the reason why he says, he that have an ear to hear, let him hear what the Spirit have to say. And it says also that you must worship God in spirit and in truth, because God is a spirit. And you are a spirit just having a human experience. So when he says, who do men say that I am? And he make it personal, and many have different understanding or different belief concerning the I am or the creator, then he make it personal, as I would have said before. And he say, but whom do you say that I am? And I'm saying that to you today. Whom do you say that I am? And remember, you can never say I am and not referring to yourself. So when you say that, you point into yourself. And then when the answer comes, it said that the one with the listening ear, the one who's connected with the Spirit, he said, thou art the Christ, the Son of the living God. Then it said that the enlightened one says to Peter, flesh and blood have not revealed that to you, but my Father which is in heaven. Now you have to know that the Father is within you. You have to know also that heaven is within you, that place of joy and peace and happiness where you come into your true identity and you find the immortal body. That's why I say there will be no dying there will be no sickness and so on. And streets, there will be streets of gold, because it is teaching you that the imagination, which is God, can create anything. That's what they're teaching you, because heaven is a body. So he's showing you now that the Father within is who will reveal himself to you, so that you will come to true self-realization. Then he said, upon this rock, what is the rock? Upon the revelation of knowing the true I am. Upon the revelation of knowing who you are. Upon the revelation of coming to true self-realization, I will build my church. Because this is the church. This is the body of the Almighty. This is the cloak that he wears. This is the robe that was dipped in blood. It is said he was in a robe dipped in blood in the book of Revelation. This is the robe it is speaking about. So he said, build my church. Speaking about his true identity as self, of knowing who you are. Upon the rock of what? Revelation. Divine revelation. So you can never know the true God that is within you by education, but it's more so through divine revelation. It must be revealed to you. So wisdom is revealed truth. So don't think you could just listen, you could articulate, and you could break down, you can understand everything. That's why it must be by faith. And faith must come by hearing. And how can they hear without a witness? And how could there be a witness unless you have the experience and been sent? So my brother and my sisters, when you talk about Peter revealing the Christ, it is teaching you that it's only you alone can have the experience. It's only you alone can have the revelation of who you are. No one else can have the revelation for you. We can point you to look within yourself. For every true message and every true messenger and every true one who have come to his Christ energy or his Christ self can never point you to look outside of yourself. So anyone that is pointing you to look outside of yourself, they are false. And they can't help you in any way. That's the reason why it says that this church or this truth that will be built on divine revelation, the gates of hell will not be able to prevail against this church. Which means you become fearless. You're no longer afraid of death. You're no longer afraid of hell. You're no longer afraid of the things that they use in this world system to keep you under the energy of fear. Because you have gone beyond the skull. You have gone beyond the tomb. You have experienced the true resurrection. So you have solved the problem of death. So you're no longer fearful. You have also solved the problem of facing the grave. And you have also solved the problem of facing hell. Can you understand that hell is speaking about your lost self of existence? And the devil is a negative self. Therefore you won't want to vibrate into such a place psychologically. Therefore you will be more aware of your thoughts and your vibration, your frequency, your energy. Because when you come out of your body, from your skull, from the tomb, and you roll away that stone, you will understand that everything vibrates, nothing rests. You will understand as above, so below. As it is within, so is it without. You will understand the law of mentalism, that everything first begins with a thought. You will understand the laws of cause and effect, that every effect will bring a cause and every cause will bring an effect. You'll understand the law of gender. Everything has a masculine and a feminine. you will understand all these things. And you will understand how to work with the elements. Earth, water, fire, and the spirit. And you will know the secret of creation and fulfill Matthew 6:33 that says, when you seek first the kingdom of God and His righteousness, that all these things will be added unto you, because you will have discovered the secret of creation. So my brother and my sisters, you are the Peter, the listener, the hearer. So you say, when you hear and you have an open mind and you can believe, you will be able to reveal the Christ. That is why I can never be doing what I am doing here and there haven't been someone who would recognize the Christ. There must be someone who will address you as the Christ, to give vindication that Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today, and forever. And when a man truly awakes, he will be vindicated, he will be validated. So with that being said, my brother and my sister, I want to thank you very much for listening to me. I want to encourage you to put everything that I'm saying to work in your life by learning to believe in yourself and to put trust in the power that is within you, and never to look outside of yourself for the answers of life, but look within. So my encouragement also is to encourage you to continue to support this work by supporting our ebooks and our hard copy books, and the link is always down below for you. Also our clothing, support it too. Also the link is down below for you, and we're quite grateful for all of you who have been supporting this work. And those of you who've been supporting us on Patreon, we are quite grateful for your support, and we love you very much. That's why we are bringing this message of love to each and everyone who would hear this message of self-realization and apply it in their life. Now I just want to give you the sign of Matthew 6:22. I say, if I be single, your whole body will be full of light. And I'm saying to you, when you have that experience, you come to realize it is the rising of the S-U-N in a S-O-N. And you come to realize that it is the dawning of a new day in your life. And that without the sun, there is no life and there is no light. And God is light. And the Bible says that God is a sun and a shield in Psalms 84:11. And in Malachi 4:2 he says that the sun of righteousness shall arise in you with healing in His wings. And you will come to also realize that without the human imagination, there isn't anything made that was made. And that the sun parallels the human imagination, and the human imagination parallels the sun. And we are the people of the sun. Therefore, let us use our mind power to achieve our every desire. So with that being said, I want to say peace, love you, I'm out.